Yeah, they're definitely polar opposites. But it wasn't just, I mean, they're two brilliant coaches, and I genuinely don't have to say that. But the chronological order of them actually worked perfectly as well. We needed Dean in the midst of the championship. We had to have it. You know, we needed a tough, nuggety, uncompromising coach that would give us a steel to our armoury. We didn't have it. We were a soft touch. We were just a decent cup team. We could beat anyone on our day, but we couldn't put together a string of games. But that year in '05 was so important for the club. It was the development of so many English qualified players that you've seen over the last 10 years, and some of them still playing at Harlequins today. And Dean was great. He was fantastic for our pack. That's no surprise at all, considering the team that he coached with Leicester Tigers and considering the way in which he played the game. So he laid the foundation for the success. And then what we got from Connor was just an incredible enthusiasm and energy, and a real care, not just for what we do on the pitch, but the people that we are away from it. We were a young, fearless side, and Connor allowed us to be that. He encouraged us to be all those things. One of his first team talks, I remember, forgot who we were playing, about to go out, and he's like, guys, I genuinely don't care about the result, I just care about the performance. And I was like, who the heck have they signed as coach? He doesn't even care if we win. Didn't quite understand it, but I guess you spend time with him and proven to be right. The result was the outcome. What we had to focus on was the process. And we knew if we did certain things consistently right within our game, we would win matches. So why are you worrying about the outcome? It's this unwanted burden in the midst of so many challenges in an 80-minute game. So his approach and his ability to be able to develop this team culture, and that successful period we had, you know, winning the Amrin Cup and winning the Premiership, winning the LV Cup, you know, we had a good team. And I reckon there was other teams in the Premiership that may have had as good a team as us, but there was no team in the Premiership that had a culture like what we did back then. No team had a togetherness and a bond like what we did. And, you know, people might challenge that. And of course, you know, I'm looking at this through Harlequin tinted glasses right now, quite literally. But that's how it felt. That's how it felt. You might be able to challenge us set piece, defence, attack. You can't challenge us for the bond that we have, how much we care for one another. And it showed, because we weren't just this team that played a wonderful brand of attacking rugby, jouet. You know, we had an unbelievable defence the year we won the Premiership. But yeah, it was all set on the culture that we had and the togetherness that we had as a group. The night, wow, okay, we'll get to that. The day itself was really special. We had incredible confidence the whole season. I think we're table toppers pretty much from start to finish, but I guess the backdrop to that was, it was born out of a little bit of disappointment. So for many of us, Chris Robshaw, Danny Kerr, myself, didn't get to go to the World Cup in 2011. So we had this burning desire to prove people wrong. We won our first 10 games, I think, in the Premiership. We were on a run, we were flying. But to play Leicester was a real challenge, you know. I think at that point, them as well as Wasps were the ultimate champions, I felt, in England. Times have moved on now, of course. But, you know, it was a great challenge. They beat us at the Stoop in a match, I think it was over 70 points scored. They beat us, was it 44-33, something like that? So we knew we had a bit of work to do. I was just come back from injury. We arrived at the Stoop. We had a team meeting and everyone's like plugged in, you know, you're pretty revved up. You've just got this lovely walk to do over to the Stoop. But what was so surprising was stepping out and just seeing the guard of honour that was given to us by fans. Never seen so many, not just Quinn supporters, but Quinn supporters in their colours, scarves, hats, flags, everything. And that was a point where I think I had my headphones on, and that's not a disrespect to the fans, but that was me trying to just keep a lid on my emotions an hour and a half, 2 hours before the game. Because if I listen to every good luck message and well wish on the way over, like, that puts you in a place where you don't want to be quite peaking 2 hours before the game and then let all the adrenaline seep out of you by the time you kick off. So that was one of my favourite moments of the game, of the day. The game itself just flew by. We were always a team to start quick. Tommy Williams scored, which I actually felt was really symbolic. Obviously, he had his tough times over the last previous few years, so for him to be able to contribute in that way and score a try in a Premiership final, our first Premiership final, was just unbelievable. But in terms of my favourite moments, lifting the trophy, sharing out with your fans is great. I live in the media world now, and we want as much access as we can in the changing rooms, coaches, up in stands and everything in between. But actually, one of my favourite moments was being able to shut the door and just open a few beers and just sit down and just enjoy it. Just enjoy it with everyone that's been on that journey with you. Not just players that weren't selected. Sam Smith was a quality winger that played a lot of rugby that year, and I picked him to that position. There was loads of players. Rory Clegg, who had some amazing moments for us that season. He came on at the end of the pitch and became a substitute. And lots of people didn't even get a chance to be in the 23. Physios, doctors, kit men, administrators, they were all in there. And when I looked around in the corner, which I was sat in, I've won the Premiership with guys that I've genuinely grown up with. Connor will tell you that 93% of that squad were English qualified. The number of people that had come from our academy. So it was a real organic win for Harlequins. That's how it felt. And it was amazing just to bathe in that glory, totally interrupted with the ones that you love. So that was great. Then walking over to the stoop, and thousands of their supporters just huddled onto the pitch. We was up in the East Stand. Nikista got on the mic and addressed them. That was amazing. Then the night itself was great. Was epic. I think we went to Kensington Roof Gardens. All the players, girlfriends, wives, everyone was invited. Myself, Danny Kerr, Jordan Turner Hall, single, Footloose and Fancy Free. So we rocked up, and that's where the slight divide was, because you had guys with their girlfriends and wives and best behaviours, and then you got us, Premiership champions, in central London. So I think our night was a little bit looser than some of the others. But the best bit about the weekend or celebrating isn't the Saturday night, it's the Super Sunday. So I think we pretty much went through the whole night. Danny, Jordan and myself lived like 1 minute from each other. I think we got in about 5. Woke up, brushed your teeth, bacon sandwich, straight into fancy dress, and then we went out all day, and it was just unbelievable. And off the back of that, we went on tour to South Africa with England, with loads of Quins players. Then off the back of that, we went to Las Vegas. So like when you say we celebrated those victories, like you've got to do it properly. We had to wait 150 years to club. So you never know when it's going to happen again. So you make sure you fully embrace those moments.